Italy has always been such one of those places on earth that had it all, from extraordinary cuisine to ancient history, deep cultural values, and beautiful sceneries. When one chooses to visit this beautiful piece of land, they get the best of the best all in one place. While fashion lovers can have the time of their life at boutiques and different designer stores, others can sit back, relax, and enjoy the cannoli, braised rabbit, and much more. However, this is now where it all ends. People head to Italy to take in the culture and history and to unwind at some of the most beautiful sceneries in the world. One such famous natural wonder that people like to get the most of when they visit Italy is the lakes. With around more than 1,200 lakes, Italy has a huge abundance of them, each more beautiful than the previous one. A huge majority of these lakes are perfect for swimming, fishing, sailing, water skiing, and scuba diving as well. The only problem is that since there are more than 1,000 lakes, how do you know which ones are the most beautiful, ones that you wouldn't want to miss? Surely, you can't look at more than 1,000 lakes on your trips. This is why we bring for you this video. Keep on watching to take a look at the top 5 lakes in all of Italy. Number 1. Lago Garda, Lake Garda. Starting with the lake most commonly referred to as the Playground Lake, Lake Garda is the largest lake in all of Italy. Known widely in the country and all over the world for its huge size, this is one of the most diverse lakes in the plus 1,000 lakes of Italy. The best part about this lake is that there are natural wonders on all sides, wherever you turn your head. Situated in the northern side of Italy, this lake can be found between the areas of Trentino, Lombardy, and Veneto. There is an extremely windy region, which means those who are interested in sailing will have the time of their lives here. However, as you move more towards the southern side, you will get some peace from the winds, an area perfect for kayaking. What's interesting about Lake Garda is that here you will find all that you're looking for. Missing the beach? No worries, Lake Garda has you covered. The southern side of the lake has some of the best beaches in the area. While moving on, if you head further ahead, there are mountains in the surroundings with different trails for hikers. All these trails are of different difficulty levels, making it just a challenge. Not just an abundance of scenery, but the lake also offers tons of culture to its visitors too. Both outdoor and culture enthusiasts will have tons of fun here. For outdoor enthusiasts, there are activities such as mountain biking, windsurfing, etc. While for those interested in culture, there is the famous Castello Scaligero. This 13th century location where back in 1786 Goethe was imprisoned. You will also find yourself amazed at the history through the Vittoriale degli Italiani. Here, you get the chance to learn about some of the most famous Italian poets that lived. Head over to Lake Garda for an exceptional time. Number 2. Lago di Como, Lake Como. Interested in the dramatics of the architecture of Italian land and water? Head over to Lake Como and you will find exactly what you're looking for. Lake Como is one lake in Italy that is known for the beautiful scenery it provides to its audience. Not just greenery and water, but there is also amazing architecture ranging back to the olden days and various modern resorts for you to unwind. For a long time, Lake Como was a famous spot among the rich who would visit the area to get their share of vacation. Just a visit to the lake once and you will be able to tell why it is a favorite of the rich. The glorious and luxurious experience speaks for itself. Similar to Lake Garda, this one too is located on the northern side of Italy. While surely there is amazing scenery around, tourists is often too occupied with the beautiful dark blue water of the lake to look elsewhere. Once they do manage to look around, they get a stunning view of mountains and hills all around them. Gazing at these hills and mountains, you will be able to spot tons of tiny houses and towns located on the edges all along the shore. With Milan just nearby, you can get a tour of the city as well as the lake. All it will take is a drive of less than an hour. While at Lake Como, there are tons of things you should do. And to start the list, we would like to recommend a visit to the beautiful Bellagio town. This town is one of the most popular places when it comes to stunning places near this lake. Take a walk in Maggiore or have fun kitesurfing. At Lake Como, you can enjoy it all. Number 3. Lago Maggiore, Lake Maggiore. Next up we have for you the Lake Maggiore. This is the second largest lake in all of Italy and is the one that Italy shares with Switzerland. For all those of you who are in search of a subtle and calm place, Lake Maggiore is the answer to all your questions. Head over here to the shores of this lake for the peaceful time you would be able to get in a long time. Right here on this lake, once again, every time you lift your head to any direction, your eyes will be blessed by the magnificence of the mountains and hills. However, don't worry about getting bored. On the third lake, you can enjoy and get your fair share of adventures by trying out maintaining biking trips on the boats and more. While it is a peaceful and calm place, we assure you that you won't be out of things to do. For all those of you who are interested in eating and trying out the famous cuisine of Italy, take a walk to visit some of the first-class restaurants in this area. These restaurants will give you the dining experience of your life. Lake Maggiore offers tourists and visitors all that one could ask for. Rich with mesmerizing culture, there are tons of museums around that can quench your thirst to take a look at some of the most magnificent sculptures and paintings of Italy. Move on further to the north side of the lake, you will be able to enjoy the much more subtle and peaceful life in the small villages and towns. These towns are very close to the border of Switzerland and are known for their walking trails. Head over to stylish Stresa, Villa Pallavicini and Villa Taranto if you wish to get a look at exotic animals, gardens, and more. Well, there are not many beaches here, but you can still get canoe rides. Number 4. Lago di Braies, Lake Braies. Ever heard of the famous Dolomites of Italy? Head over to the Lake Braies and you will be able to take in both the Dolomites and the lake itself. This lake is surrounded by famous peaks and has quite a stunning view. The history of this lake is fun to know as well. You would be surprised to know that this lake was created as a result of a landslide of the area next to it, Herrnstein. Here, you will find emerald and glittery blue water, which has tons of greenery all around it from the dense forests. The best thing about this lake is that you don't have to stick to a particular time to visit it. On the shore, you will be able to spot a small-sized chapel as well, which gives it a charm. Moreover, here we come with good news for the hikers. This lake is a starting point for those interested in hiking. For those of you who are more interested in taking in their surroundings, the area has a ton of boats which you can rent and get some stunning views while you're in the water. Sounds interesting? Try out the lake in winters to get a live experience of the ice contest. Number 5. Lago di Resia, Lake of Resia. Unlike other lakes on this list, this one is a bit different. The Lago di Resia, also known as Lake Retian, is a lake situated on the western side of Italy in South Tyrol. This lake is also known as an artificial lake and is as long as around 2 kilometers. It is said to be the largest lake in the whole province. Back in the old days, this lake used to be known for the steeple of a church. This church used to be submerged from the 14th century. In the winter season, when the lake freezes, it is said that the water can be reached while on foot as well. If you're someone who is a fan of legendary tales related to different locations, you would love it here. Want to hear an old tale? Well, there have been stories from the old days that during the winter season, when all is frozen, one can hear the bells of the church ring loud and clear. This gets even more interesting when you learn the fact that all the bells from this church were removed back in 1950 on 18th of July. This was done almost around a week before the demolition was supposed to take place to build the lake. This is an artificial lake for whom the plans were in place back in 1920. It was originally said to be 5 meters deep, but then newer plans came along which changed the depth to 22 meters, which is roughly 72 feet. Back then, the Curon village was submerged in the water at the time of its creation in 1950, however. Today, in 2021, tourists can view the town when the lake was drained for the purpose of maintenance. And there you have it, folks. Those were the top 5 Italian lakes you should visit if you plan on coming to the area. Comment down below and let us know of your favorite spot. Stay tuned for more fun videos. Till then, goodbye.